Raglan Beach is hugely popular for kite surfing due to the prevailing westerly winds, a long stretch of beach and its easy access. If the kite surfer is indeed still in the water, it's a huge area to search for. And Mother Nature is not on side today with the outgoing tide. All rips are in action. In no time, Piha lifeguard Chode and ambulance officer and lifeguard Travis head out into the unknown.
Just out there. Follow the supper!
It's pretty serious, a rescue like this with the tide going out, so there's a lot of potential for someone to potentially drown.
I got no one in the water here! What, Chode? Get it in.
10 minutes into the search, Chode and Travis find a ditched kite.
Call them and tell them that we have no person attached to this kite. We have the kite. We do not have the kite surfer. This guy's not attached to his kite anymore. I'd say he's out from us. With the outgoing tide at the moment. It's maybe trapped on the bar, probably over. Hey, Bill.
More bad news. A line of the kite has wrapped itself around the engine. Fortunately, the motor is still going.
Roger, we've just abandoned the kite. It's too hard for us to deal with. We'll come back in and see if we can find them, over.
Suddenly, lifeguard Lummox spots something black in the water. All that can be seen is a head bobbing. With no time to spare, he takes the paddleboard in hope of reaching him in time.
This is not the guy.
The IRB also heads back to check out the swimmer. Lummox reaches the person first. Too exhausted to pull himself onto the paddleboard, the man leans on it while they wait for the IRB.
Okay, we'll take you in and then we'll try and sort out your kite. You're doing well.
It becomes clear, this is the missing kite surfer. Once the guy is safely back on shore, Travis checks the motor for kite debris.
Turn it off.
He is going out for another trip.
We're going to try and recover the kite.
Yeah, but if you can, it's not a problem. Okay.
The Frenchman is totally stuffed. This was a very close call. Chode and Travis go out one more time, this time to retrieve a very expensive kite.
I tried to come back just with the kite, but at the time, no more wind, the kite has been falling, and I couldn't raise it up again, so I was pulled by the kite and the deep water. I couldn't take it back, so at this time I leave the kite, I've left it, tried to swim, but I couldn't, and too much waves, so I couldn't swim. I couldn't swim.
In the water, the Frenchman could only do one thing.
Yeah, awesome.
Crying God. That's all I could do. And when I first saw the boat, I said, hey, 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 after too much, many call, but I felt that they couldn't hear me because of the wind, so I was, honestly, I think I would die.
But for Chope and Travis, it is not over yet. The battle has only just started.
Like a minute down. Give me the knife.
They are determined to win this battle, but not only do they have to repeal the feats of the kite, they also suffer the thrashing waves against the IRB.
Hold on. Get it up. Hold.
Disaster. Travis is thrown out, and he just manages to avoid getting his neck sliced by one of the kite lines. After a 5-minute search in treacherous conditions, Chode spots Travis in the distance and pulls him to safety. Chode and Travis return empty-handed.
They get us another boat. Have they got another boat? Our boat was full of water. We were tangled in cables inside the boat, drowning in our own boat, wrapped in cables. Yeah, and it was bad.
2 more lifeguards joined the recovery operation. In IRB1, Travis and Chode.
Grab the kite, just go around in a big arc.
Chris and Skempy in IRB2. Attempt number 3 for the pickup. This time, the kite is demoted.
No, we'll just go straight to the beach.
They tow it beside the boat, dragged onto the closest beach. Here, the air is let out, so it can be easily transported for its journey back to the main beach. Meanwhile, the Frenchman is chauffeured down the beach where he is reunited with his waiting friends.